ball is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Escapes the defender, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing first play is Lance. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. Short throw here, the tight end Bates.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, Lance.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. The two
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And the Commanders first down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This now play number 9 on the opening drive. But it's 3rd and long.
Now Lance. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 124 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run once more with Dillon.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Buccaneers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
A first carry for Rashad White.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43.
Willis out of the gun.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackles
drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Commander's 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Lance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Robinson up the middle. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, look at the juke.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. The Lance going to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Sets up the screen to Robinson.
And they'll get him down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. To set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And now the rookie's free. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Willis headed left off the option.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Going right side is White.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Willis now off play action.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Malik Willis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
On first down, Lance.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hit him in.
It's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field. You're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here's Willis.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They give to White on the option. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White.
His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
A
pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance checks this one down to Robinson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he can't
get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about pitching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy and early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
From the gun, here's Willis. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and 3. Now Willis on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And Lance now to throw.
Shoves him away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Shotgun now for Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be fielded at the 17. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 7.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We begin in Charlotte, a good NFC matchup between Seattle and Carolina. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that one all tied. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Willis.
And that is incomplete.
that was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Man open is Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Lance now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down, here's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Willis headed left off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Read option, this is White. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Option play, Willis looking to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They give him 12 there on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They give to White on the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Willis saw the option to the right.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision, as he stopped in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Forced out to line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but he will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here's Lance.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, here's second down and 5. Running out of the gun with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw, Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. That one complete out to Dodson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. On the give, here's Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Taking it. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Read option, this is White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's White. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
And a quick throw here that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go right back to White here on 1st down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Malik Willis with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense set to take over again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On first down, Lance. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll doing the play now. They're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Lance to throw on second down here. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Lance on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. And oh boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mariota now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So out come the Bucs now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll go up the middle with White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. There.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the fourth quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On second down, here's Lance.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.